Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jason here from jasonbracht.com, the internet's premier source for passive income generation, ideas, tips, tricks, tactics, everything like that. But today, I want to talk about how I started a Kindle direct publishing business, and I went from $0 a month to now I'm making over $10,000 a month, and I did that in just 6 months. Now, here's the deal. Kindle direct publishing is a business that, is something that is very easy to get involved in if you know the right way to do it. My background is I've been doing e-commerce websites. I've mainly been doing and selling physical products for the past 7 years. Now, the thing about physical products is they can be a big pain in the butt with shipping, with returns, with things of that nature. And I'm a new dad. My son was born in September of 2013. So my focus began to try to find something that was passive income instead of selling physical products. And I also wanted to figure out a way where I could work anywhere in the world with just my laptop. And when I was doing my physical products businesses full time and focusing strictly on doing physical products, I had products coming to my house. I had to ship things. I was always at the post office. So it was pretty location dependent. I had to be in my hometown mostly all the time, unless I could find someone to run my business, which began to be a nightmare, as many entrepreneurs can relate to. So November of 2014 comes rolling around, and I stumbled across actually a YouTube video, and I began to research the Kindle direct publishing business really thoroughly. And without much, taking time to really think about it, I jumped right into the business. So I started in November of 2014 with my first book, and in early May of 2014, I checked all my stats on 2 of my Kindle accounts, and I was making over $10,000 a month, and now it's June, and I'm making even more than that now. And I want to talk to you about how I did that, how I can help you get to that level, and exactly what it is, what secrets I have. A lot of people have been asking me to make this video, so I'm going to make this video, and I'm not trying to sell anything. I'm just giving away some information because I believe that, there's enough to go around. There's enough money to go around. There's enough value that can be provided in ebooks. So I wrote a couple things up here on the board. Basically, let's just get right into it. I want to talk about and teach you guys how I went from $0 to $10,000 a month in just 6 months selling ebooks on Kindle. Okay, strictly Kindle, no other platforms was I using or do I use. I use Amazon strictly 100%, and I'll talk about that a little bit, in some upcoming videos, and so let's get right into it. So first of all, it's a strategy. You have to have a strategy when you attack any business. When you want to get involved in any business, you need to have a strategy. And my strategy was this. I wanted to make high quality ebooks for my readers, and I also wanted to make sure that they were good enough to get sales months and even years down the line. If you're watching this video and you're not familiar with how it works, basically it's like this. You will start making money on your ebooks for the first month, and then you will continue to make money as the years go by, but you have to have quality. So I wanted to have a good, high quality product, and most of my competitors were not putting that out. So I began to commission people that could write my books, that could put out high quality material that would stand the test of time. So that's part of the first strategy. The second thing that I really worked on was just my time management skills. There's many different things that you can use to track your time, to make sure you are, on top of everything. I use Evernote, and I'll put a link down below in the description of a couple cool videos that I learned to set Evernote on. And so, you have your strategy. You start working towards your goal. You start knowing where you want to be. And part of that is goal setting. So at the beginning of at the end of 2013, my New Year's resolution was I wanted to produce 150 Kindle books, and I also wanted to make $10,000 a year. or $10,000 a month. And so I got to that goal in May, like I said, so I was really excited about that. Now my new goal is to make $20,000 a month on Kindle Direct Publishing, strictly on that alone. And I figure I can do that if I did it in 6 months. My knowledge has increased tremendously in that period of time, and I'm sure I'm gonna get to that goal. But first, I want to help you get to your first 1,000, your first 100, whatever you want to make a month on Kindle. I'm going to help you get there. But like I said, you have to have the right strategy. You have to have the right mindset going into it. The second way that I became very successful with this business is for two primary reasons: my outsourcing and the resources that I use. Outsourcing, if you're not familiar with it, there's many different websites. I particularly like Elance and Odesk, and sometimes freelancer.com. Basically with the outsourcing, I outsource my books, okay? So I literally did not write a single one of my books. I simply outsourced them and had other high quality writers do that. And that obviously saves a lot of time. The other way I outsourced was different promotions. I have 100 books now, and I don't want to promote every single book constantly. I want to have a team of people set up that can actually help promote my books, get people to review them, get people to give me, good feedback on my books, so things like that. So they help promote my books, and they do a really good job at it. So I took myself out of those two equations. So now, again, it's about the resources. What are you going to do? Now, there's a lot of different websites. As I mentioned before, you got Elance, you've got Odesk, you've got Fiverr.com. All these websites have high quality freelancers that will simply bid on your job, and then you select the one that's going to work best for you. The third way, again, is motivation and mindset. You want to have a highly motivated personality every single day that you get out of bed. You want to know that what you're doing is going to be successful. I tell people all the time, I say, my new goal is to make 20 grand a month on Kindle, and I tell people I'm already there. In my own mind, I'm already, right there, sitting there with $20,000 a month coming in, recurring every month. So you want to have that right mindset that you already are at your goal. You think as if you've already made it, and then your body and your mind starts taking over, and then it believes that you actually have made it. And so that is a key thing. There's many people doing what I'm doing, but as far as I know, there is nobody doing it as successfully as me. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm not saying that to boast. I'm just saying that these simple steps are what it takes to get to that level. There's not all these crazy, out of the box ideas. It's the simple basic steps. You have to have your strategy. You have to do your outsourcing correctly. You have to hire the right people, have the right team, and then you have to know your resources. You have to know which resources are good, and you have to know which resources you have to get rid of because they're time wasters, because they do not work. The next thing, let's talk a little bit about ideas and tips. The main thing when you're producing a product or a book or anything like that is you want it to be a quality product. So you want to have a quality cover done. You want to have quality writing that's, not filled with grammatical errors and misspellings and things like that. So you want to have a better quality product than your competitors. Some other things that have got me to the 10K mark are, working with the right team. We talked about it a little bit ago, but working with the right team is of tremendous importance. I went through some VAs, virtual assistants, that were not good, and I had to get rid of them. And I want to talk why I did that in some videos in the future. But the main thing is, hiring the right people. The future of ebooks is pretty awesome. They are continuing to grow. Amazon reports that they are already, as of a couple years ago, surpassing the sale of physical books. So we know that, you're going to get into this business, and it's going to be a growing business. A lot of my colleagues are of the scarcity mentality of, don't tell people you're making money. Don't tell people you're doing this and that. But listen, the thing about it is there's going to be enough money for everybody to go around. there's going to be enough money for everybody to make money. So this is just part one, okay? This is just part one. I'm going to go into a little bit more in depth on some of the reasons that I've become successful at this, some of the reasons how you can be successful at this, and really just how to make money online using Kindle Direct Publishing and getting you to live the lifestyle that you are wanting to live and that you deserve. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, if you got any value at all, click that like button, hit subscribe, and leave a comment. I will definitely get back to all the comments. I always do, so thank you very much.